Hi, it's Joy, and it's time for The Bad Batch, Season 3, Episode 1, Confined. This is the final season, right? Please tell me I got that wrong, but if I think this is the final season, and so I am very stressed, especially with where we left off. The recap was very helpful. If I have forgotten anything, a usual disclaimer that I do have chronic fatigue syndrome, and brain fog and memory problems are something that I have with it. It's normally not too bad with like plot things, it tends to be more names that I can forget, but just please be kind to me. But I'm so excited for the show. Let's go. Why are we seeing this?
Send the recovery team.
Negative.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
If they're past the
Omega.
How are you feeling today?
Like a prisoner. I want to leave.
It will take time to adjust, but you will acclimate. It is far safer in here than out there.
If she's really not a prisoner, then let her go. Your family will never stop looking. Poor Omega being forced to be a part of this again. Even worse than before.
I never knew that I had a sister. It's nice not being alone.
We need this woman to choose to do the right thing ultimately.
Why are you discarding it?
To try and protect you.
It is safer this way.
This research, it's not like what we did on Camino, is it?
Nope.
No.
Just a little bit of security. She's taking everything in, learning everything she can about this place, observing everything.
Maybe I can convince Emery to help. She's one of us.
Not every clone is your ally. You trust too easily.
She likes to see the
Maybe
best
you
in
don't
people.
trust enough.
Oh. I'm still a kid. Reminds her of home. So much time has passed. They are still looking for you.
Good morning.
Let's begin.
Act like you've assimilated. Fade into the background so they don't pay you much notice.
Betcha?
Oh.
Betch is hurt.
LH-201 sustained injuries during the nightly patrol.
I don't think they
If the wounds do
care.
not heal, the subject will be terminated.
Then do something! I dressed Betch's wounds as best as I could.
Oh.
Escape?
Then stop wasting time on lost causes. Forget
Maybe
the
Betcha
house.
will help her
Me.
escape.
I wouldn't think twice about leaving you behind.
You're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't do that. You're my brother.
I'm not them.
You could be. You had the chance to escape and you spent it giving them a warning about them coming for Omega.
I'm not giving up, Crosshair. I
Mm-hmm.
won't let you either.
Don't risk anything for me.
That's what he
I belong in
means.
here.
You
None
made
of us
some
belong
terrible
in here.
choices, but you do not belong here. Right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. It's years. No. I can do days, math. 50, wait, 50, 100, 150. So it's been like half a year, like 6 months. Oh, Lord. My brain went, there's 52 weeks in a year. That's what she's counting, the weeks. It's just a comfort.
Bring it here. Personal items are forbidden. We'll dispose of it.
She's a child.
Please, Emery.
It is for your own good.
It's not, and you know better. Break free from this
Come,
thing you've been taught.
we have work to do.
The creature's recent domesticated disposition has been deemed a liability.
That's my fault.
Oh
Not his.
dear. Amiga, I love you so much. You go, girl.
I can't go with you yet.
She's
I
behind
have to get
cages
Crosshair
too.
first.
Well done, sweetheart.
Didn't know you were so cruel, Omega.
Me. You were gonna terminate her.
Giving her a
Did you believe your
chance.
actions? The creatures that roam the jungle.
Well, she has a
Even
chance
their
out there.
strongest lurk out. Emotion and sentiment have no place within these walls. You would do
These walls have no
well
place existing.
to remember that. Your friend in the detention block, however, may not be as fortunate.
Don't
Yeah.
hurt Crosshair.
They
You
have
didn't do
people to
anything.
hurt
I
everyone
did have
every step
plans
of the
for
way.
CT-99. I am willing to make a few sacrifices.
They know
if
how to
misbehavior
control good
continues.
people.
Sometimes not in the ways we imagine.
She's a
Take her back
child,
to
you
her room
monster.
and restrict.
If you enable this, you were as bad as them. Once you see it is wrong. She's gonna give her her toy back.
Go away.
It's the first sign of her maybe breaking through the brainwashing that's been her entire life. Oh, this poor baby. A chance. Who knows what she'll do? It's better than certain death. Such upbeat music after such a depressing episode. Oh no, was that not on the whole time? If it wasn't, I'll fix it. It's fine. Okay, so what a fantastic episode. What a terrible episode in so many ways. What a depressing episode. Fantastic, and just a world of Star Wars is so evil and brilliant. But just seeing Omega going through this was really hard. I'm still immensely proud of her that she has not lost hope. She has not lost her innate goodness and her belief in people. I worry how much longer she would be able to hold on to that if she is in this place for a prolonged period of time. But she is still so good and kind and strong. But I like that they haven't forgotten that she's also still a little kid. She's still a child, and it is so wrong that she is in this position. And if I think too much about the positions that children are being put through in the real world right now, I stand with Gaza. Just putting that out there. It's what I can do. There should be an immediate ceasefire and investigation into war crimes. So seeing children suffer is even worse at the moment because of the realization of just how much is happening in the real world. But the thing that always strikes with Omega is her belief in people, her goodness, and how that can shine on others and rub off on others. And I hope it's going to do the same with Emery, because she is, I mean, she says she's a clone too. She has clearly been brought up, cloned and raised, however they do it, but with that same kind of brainwashing that the clone army had, but kind of to that loyalty to the cause, whether the cause is good or bad, and that is hard to break free, especially if you are isolated on your own. The clones had the benefit of brotherhood with their fellow clones that they fought with. They were able to kind of realize the good of their lives and the bad of their lives, and they were able to fight for each other as well as for the Empire and the Republic. Whereas she, I guess, was very alone. And you know, when Omega said you're not alone, it's nice to not be alone, I think that really struck a chord with her. And I'm hoping that her returning the toy is the first sign of her wall cracking, of her finally going to actually help Omega, because she also deserves to escape from this place and from the prison that her life is, even if she has not yet seen it to be that. It's absolutely disgusting what the Empire is doing here and what we know they do across the galaxy, and there are powers in the world today trying to do similar things. Omega really was the star of this episode, and so was Crosshair. Now, I've had my issues with Crosshair. People have been very cross with me about those issues at times, but I do think he has shown himself, like, he's been making better choices the last part of the season, and he's been kind of suffering the consequences of his actions. And in saying that, I don't mean he deserves this, because he obviously doesn't, but these are kind of the inevitable consequences to a degree of what his choices made. He was never going to end up in a good place with the path he chose to walk. but he ultimately, by choosing to not even try and escape the last time, but instead to warn them about them coming for Omega, he absolutely like proved himself in my books. And even in this moment, his trying to keep Omega at bay, trying not to look at her, not to include her, not to talk to her, trying to say, oh, I would escape without even getting you, I'm not like your brothers, I'm not one of you, is, I do fully believe 100%, because he doesn't want Omega to waste time in a potential chance that she gets a moment of freedom to come and try and save him and get caught in the process. She would much rather he was left behind and she was able to escape. In the next episode, I wonder if we're going to see the Bad Batch, like the rest of them, and their quest, because it's been 6 months or so, I think, from my counting, even if it was very bad at counting to begin with, of Omega's scratches in the wall, what they've been up to, and I don't believe for a moment they've given up the search. But I do believe it is not going to be a simple matter of, oh, found her, let's go get her. It's going to be very difficult to find her, and then even once they do find her, it's not going to be a simple thing for them to come in and rescue her. So we will see. But yes, I really enjoyed this episode because I feel like it's promising really brilliant things for the season to come. Thank you so much for watching. You can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you for watching.